OneWestmagazine, OneWest Radio. It's your boy Damian Sanders, P Flicks, holding it down for the West Coast from the tip to the top, from Seattle to San Diego. You already know. Shouts out to my big homie OG Suicide, as always, for laying down that OneWestmagazine foundation. I got a very, very special guest in the house tonight. She's out of New York. She's got a new album out right now. We got Miss Lanz Pierce in the house tonight. How you doing, Miss Lady?
I'm so good. I'm blessed. It's great to be out here on the West Coast. LA is just beautiful. It's a second home, and I'm happy to be here with you right now. I'm excited about everything going on with this album dropping on Tuesday. It's a great moment.
Yeah, about that album. Now, the name of the album is Editor's Eye.
Yes.
Now, tell us, how did you come up with that title right there? That whole concept.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you asked me that because there's a lot of meaning behind it. So, for me, I really believe in life. It's all about what you feel and what you believe that you manifest and you create. So, to me, we all have the ability to be our own editor, so to speak, and be able to create the life that we want and become the person that we want. So, Editor's Eye was kind of just the whole play on, like how you see yourself and what you see for your life, edit it and become that, embody that.
Now you got the lead single, Waterfalls. Tell us about that joint right there and how that concept came about.
Waterfalls is actually like a really fun record to create because it's one of those records where there wasn't a whole bunch of thought. It just, it just kind of came about. And I heard the track, and the track just really gravitated to me.
Now, who produced that joint?
Oh man, that's a special guy. That's Nino. Nino is he's on the come up, but you're about to really hear a lot of great things from him. So Nino did that, and I heard the record, and I was really moved by it. And then for me, the whole title Waterfalls, it was kind of like a play on how you take your whole life to make your first album, right? Like you take all your life to make your first album, and you try to say everything at once. It's like a rush, kind of like how a waterfall would be, like just all comes rushing out. So, statement record.
Now you also got another joint, Confessions. Tell us about that right there.
Yeah, Confessions is the second single off the EP, and it was produced by Jeremy J, who, shout out to him. He's done some great records for guys like OT Genesis and Party Next Door. But the rhythm and the soul in that record that beat commands, I just really wanted to say something that it connected with that, and so I called it Confessions because it was just one of those records where there was nothing I was holding back on it.
Coming clean with it, huh?
Exactly.
Now dig that now.
The video too is really fun. You gotta everybody, if you can go check out the video Confessions. It's on Vivo, it's on YouTube and all that.
Now dig that now. You're out of New York. Now tell us, how are you introduced to hip hop music?
I don't know. It's so crazy. It's like when you feel like it's something that's just always been a part of you. But I guess there's an introduction point. But for me, it's like as long as I can remember, from like maybe being like 5 or something or 6, like that was just the music that was always around me. I had a lot of I was raised by my mom by herself, and I always had like a lot of babysitters and people who were kind of watching me. So I guess probably having people who were like, who were young and who were at that point, in their teens and whatnot, taking care of me and kind of being the caretakers. That's probably what they played around me all the time. But I don't know. I just, everything it just was only the music of my choice since day one.
Now, dig that. I ask every artist that's on the show the same question. Now, out of your whole catalog of all the songs that you've recorded, released, non-released, whatever, if you were stranded on an island somewhere, what would be the only song that you would take with you?
Okay, hold on. Is it my record or is it somebody else's record, like a favorite artist of mine?
Out of your catalog, anything that you've ever made, released or unreleased, what's your favorite record that you would take if you could only take one, and why?
That's an amazing question. Okay, I think I would have to go with. I would go with Waterfalls, just because right now I feel like that's the record where, for me, like I said, what it meant was it was the record where I got to feel like I said everything all at once, and it just, the vibe is there, like the groove is there, so it's that record that's still gonna make you nod your head, and it's gonna still give you that bounce to it, but at the same point in time, it has that energy to it that's like laid back enough that you could just ride to it. So I'd probably go with Waterfalls. But then again, I'm a creator, so for me, it's like I'm always making new records, and then I fall in love with new records every time. every time I make a new record, that's my new favorite record.
As it should be, all day long. Now New York, that's the birthplace of hip hop all day long, and has a lot of dope female MCs that came out of there. You, as a female MC yourself, what do you feel that you bring that's unique to the game?
Right now, I feel like there's a really big space that's missing a lot of substance and style. Like, I feel like there's a lot of dope female MCs that bring a lot of style and swag and sex appeal. But, you know, for me, what I bring is I bring a certain sense of truth, you know, of truth and authenticity to the game that is so important because, you know, for me, hip-hop started as a storytelling art, you know, and even though it's grown into being this incredible worldwide phenomenon that, you know, it can hybrid anything from, you know, EDM music, and you can hybrid pop into it, whatever, but at the base of it, hip-hop music is great lyrics and emotion and feeling, and so, you know, that's what I'm bringing to the game right now from a female perspective, and I'm just telling that story that every woman can relate to. All day long.
Now, is there an artist out there, you know, that you really looked up to that inspired you the most to get started?
Yeah, I mean, you know, for me right now, who I would like right now, who I would love to work with is J. Cole. I think J. Cole is incredible, and I think that he does a phenomenal job of being able to have that perfect balance between making, you know, records that can exist on radio and that everybody can sing along to, but still keep so much heart and so much, you know, truth in them. You know, and I also really, you know, I think, you know, obviously Drake is killing the game. I think he's phenomenal. But I would say growing up, Lauryn Hill, you know, Lauryn Hill was like that one for me that, you know, I could just like get lost in her music.
And you do know that most definitely. Now everybody knows they'll kill me if I don't hit you up about it. Now I understand that you got some mad freestyle skills all day long.
Oh no, I got mad freestyle skills, but it's so crazy because now it's like every interview I do, it's like people are like, "Yo, can you freestyle for me? Yo, can you freestyle for me?" I'm like, I'm about to walk around and be like a puppet. Everybody just wants you to freestyle. But okay,
now this is OneWest Radio. I'm not tripping on you freestyling at all. Now, if you want to kick a hot 16 for us, one of your hottest, you know, that'll be cool all day long. A little taste.
A little taste of something. Think of something dope. I'm not gonna give you. You know what? How about this? I'm just gonna give you whatever comes to me right now because to me it's like always about kind of like what's in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
That's a freestyle.
Alright, I got you. Alright, hold up. Yeah. I bet on me, bro. No casino. Bus flows like cherries. No maraschino. Reaching for a better me, though. Blessed by the holy water. No Pellegrino. Musically inclined. All I hear is C notes. All I touch is foreign cars. Ain't none of them been repo. Fuck with me, I got it. Hashtag repost. Coming off the top like the bitch just did a deep throat. Alright, that's all I got for you right now.
Though.
A little bit of,
hey, that's all we need. I can definitely dig that. Now, do you have a favorite freestyler or battle rapper yourself?
You know what? I always loved watching the Smack DVDs. You know, especially coming from New York. I just, you know, I think that they just are incredible. And you know, like Lady Luck always did her thing. You know, there's just so many. Like, you know, Iron Solomon, he was always doing his thing. You know, there's so many of them. You know what I mean? There's just so many incredible battle rappers. Battle artists, I should say, because I consider them to be artists, you know, that are just phenomenal.
Now, I see that you're a very versatile artist. What would you like to see more of in hip-hop music?
More musicality. Like, you know, for me, when I perform with, you know, a full band as well as a DJ. So I just think that, you know, I think that that's coming back right now. Like, you know, it's great to be a lyricist. It's great to be able to, you know, to rap for days and all that. But, you know, like, to me, timeless music, just, you know, and I think Kendrick is doing that really well right now. Like, he's incorporating soul music. He's incorporating, you know, and you know, don't forget, I toured with Snoop Dogg. So when I was on tour with Snoop has a full band. You know, Snoop brings that musicality to it. So that's what I like to see more.
All day long. Now, once again, this is OneWestmagazine, OneWest Radio, man. We doing it real big. We on the air with Lanz Pierce out of the NY, showing us some love out here on the West Coast. Now, for the fans that want to find you online, how can they find you online?
Yeah, please check me out. I'm on also, I'm on Twitter. So, Lanz Pierce, twitter.com/Lanz Pierce. I'm on SoundCloud, same thing, Lanz Pierce. All my social medias are just simple, Lanz Pierce. So, Instagram, same thing, Lanz Pierce. And I do check all of my my messages. I do answer, and I try to stay really active because it's all about the fans. It's all about that direct connection with the people.
Love it. Now, before we get out of here, any quick shout outs for the streets?
Yeah, shout out first and foremost to my team because they go so hard for me and they ride for me. So shout out to Cal, shout out to Mel for putting this together. Shout out to everybody in New York and in Queens and in Jersey, my home. And just shout out in general to LA and the West Coast for just having so much love. Every time I come here, I feel good. I feel like I can maybe just make the move out here.
Now, we definitely wish you much success, and thanks for taking the time to holler at OneWest Radio.
Thank you so much for having me. And everybody, Tuesday, 3/31, March 31st, pick up Editor's Eye. It's going to be on all the digital retailers, so you can get it on iTunes, you can get it on Spotify, Pandora, you can get it on Amazon, so on and so forth. It's a great album. There's a lot there, and by the way, the pictures are pretty cool too. I did a good job with the art, so something for everybody.
Y'all heard of y'all now. Y'all got to make that happen. But once again, this is OneWest Magazine, OneWest Radio, and you do know that.